Hey everyone, welcome back to SwitchTop. Today we're looking at the top 25 platformer games you need to play on your Nintendo Switch in 2025. These games are perfect for jumping, running, and exploring awesome worlds. Let's dive right in. Pepper Grinder is a super fun game where you play as Pepper, a treasure hunter who loses all her loot when her ship crashes. Your main tool is a giant drill called Grinder, which lets you dig through dirt, sand, and other soft materials super fast. The coolest part is how you can zoom through the ground and then burst out to fly through the air. As you play, you'll find new upgrades for your drill that let you reach new areas and beat tougher enemies. The game has this bright, colorful style that looks like old Game Boy games, but with modern touches. There are also big boss fights that make you use your drilling skills in clever ways. The levels are filled with hidden treasures and secret paths, so it's worth exploring everything. If you love games with a unique movement mechanic that's easy to learn but takes skill to master, Pepper Grinder is a perfect choice for your Switch. Anomaly Agent puts you in the shoes of a special agent who investigates weird, supernatural events. What makes this game stand out is how it mixes platforming with detective work. You'll jump and dash through levels, but also use your special scanner to find clues and solve puzzles. The game has this cool glitch mechanic where parts of the level can suddenly change or warp, forcing you to think fast and adapt. The story follows your character as they uncover a massive conspiracy involving strange creatures leaking into our world. The game has a dark, mysterious feel with neon colors that pop against shadowy backgrounds. As you progress, you'll gain new abilities like a short teleport and time-slowing power that help with both fighting enemies and solving environmental puzzles. The controls are super tight, making the platforming feel great even when things get tough. Sanabi is an action platformer with an awesome grappling hook that changes everything about how you move. You play as a retired veteran called back for one last mission in a cyberpunk city controlled by a mega corporation. Your main tool is a special prosthetic arm that works as a grappling hook, letting you swing through levels, pull yourself to platforms, and even yank enemies toward you for attacks. The movement feels amazing. You can chain together swings, wall jumps, and dashes for super smooth flow through the levels. The pixel art style looks incredible with detailed backgrounds and flashy effects when you use your abilities. As you play, you'll upgrade your arm with new skills like a ground pound or the ability to throw enemies after grappling them. The city is divided into districts with their own look and challenges, from slums to high-tech corporate towers. New Super Lucky's Tale is a charming 3D platformer starring Lucky, an adorable fox on a quest to help his sister protect the Book of Ages from an evil cat sorcerer named Jinx and his children, the kitty litter. The game is super easy to pick up and play, with simple controls that let you jump, burrow underground, and spin your tail to attack enemies or glide through the air. Each level has 4 main goals to complete. Finish the main path, collect the hidden letters LUCKY, find a secret area, and collect enough coins. The worlds are bright and colorful, ranging from farms to haunted mansions to desert pyramids, each with their own unique enemies and obstacles. What makes this game special is how it mixes different camera styles. Some levels are fully 3D, others are side-scrolling, and some have a fixed camera with puzzle elements. Crash Bandicoot 4. It's About Time brings back the crazy orange marsupial in his biggest adventure yet. The story picks up after the events of Crash Bandicoot 3, with villains Neo Cortex and N Tropy escaping their prison and creating holes in the fabric of space and time. Now Crash and his sister Coco must collect the quantum masks to fix the universe. The game keeps the classic Crash gameplay, running into or away from the screen, precise jumping, spinning to defeat enemies, and collecting Wumpa fruit, but adds new abilities through magical masks. These masks let you slow down time, flip gravity, turn into a spinning tornado, or phase objects in and out of existence. You can also play as different characters like Coco, Tawna, Dingodile, and even Cortex, each with their own unique playstyle. The levels are packed with crates to break, secrets to find, and hidden gems that encourage replaying levels. Neva is a beautiful, emotional platformer about a wolf and her small companion on a journey through a world being consumed by a mysterious red blight. You control both characters, the wolf who can fight enemies with fluid combat moves, and the small companion who can fit through tight spaces and activate mechanisms. The game's most striking feature is its art style, using a limited color palette that makes the threatening red infection stand out against the serene, painterly backgrounds. Movement feels smooth and graceful, with the wolf able to perform leaps, dashes, and attacks that flow together seamlessly. As you progress through the story, you'll unlock new abilities that help you traverse the world and solve increasingly complex puzzles that require both characters working together. There's very little dialogue in the game, with the story mostly told through the changing environment and emotional moments between the characters. Planet of Lana is a gorgeous side-scrolling platformer that tells the story of Lana and her loyal cat-like companion Mui as they try to save their beautiful planet from mysterious machines. The gameplay focuses on the bond between Lana and Mui, with puzzles that require you to use both characters' unique abilities. Lana can climb ledges, operate simple machinery, and direct Mui, while Mui can squeeze through small spaces, distract enemies, and help Lana reach higher platforms. The world is brought to life with hand-painted visuals that look like moving artwork, with vibrant colors and stunning backdrops that change as you journey through forests, deserts, and mysterious machine facilities. What makes the game special is its focus on stealth and puzzle solving rather than combat. You'll need to hide from enemies, time your movements carefully, and think about how to use the environment to your advantage. Sonic X Shadow Generations brings together two of the fastest hedgehogs in gaming for a high-speed platforming adventure that combines classic and modern gameplay styles. The game is split into two parts. Sonic's story lets you play through remastered levels from the original Sonic Generations plus new stages, while Shadow's story gives you brand new levels with Shadow's unique abilities like chaos control and combat moves. In Sonic's levels, you'll switch between classic 2D side-scrolling and modern 3D sections, zooming through loops, grinding on rails, and collecting rings while dodging obstacles and enemies. Shadow's gameplay adds more combat elements and the ability to slow down time briefly, giving his sections a different feel while maintaining the speed Sonic games are known for. The story brings together different time periods and dimensions, with Sonic and Shadow reluctantly working together to stop a new threat.
You cannot deny your fate.
Promenade is a stunning platformer that plays with perspective in mind-bending ways. You play as a small character navigating through miniature diorama-like worlds that you can rotate to create new paths forward. What makes this game unique is how a simple shift in camera angle can transform impassable gaps into walkable bridges or reveal hidden platforms that weren't visible from your previous viewpoint. The art style is absolutely beautiful, with tiny detailed environments that look like handcrafted miniature models brought to life. Each level is built around a theme. Tiny gardens, desktop workspaces, kitchen counters, making ordinary spaces feel like vast adventures for your tiny character. The story follows your journey to reconnect scattered memories, with each level representing a different moment in time. As you progress, you'll gain new abilities like a short teleport and the power to move certain objects, adding more complexity to the perspective puzzles. Tinykin is an absolute joy to play, combining platforming with puzzle solving in a way that feels fresh and fun. You play as Milo, a tiny astronaut who lands in a giant house where time has stopped in the 1990s. The twist? You're the size of an insect, making everyday objects like tables and toasters feel like massive structures to climb and explore. The game's standout feature is the Tinykin themselves, little creatures you collect throughout the house that have different abilities. Red Tinykin explode to clear paths. Pink ones can carry objects, green ones stack on top of each other to form ladders, blue ones conduct electricity, and yellow ones work together to move heavy objects. Each room of the house is its own open level filled with bugs living in elaborate societies, giving you multiple objectives to complete at your own pace. Grapple dogs. Cosmic Canines puts you in control of Pablo, a dog with an awesome grappling hook that lets him swing through colorful levels. The story is simple but fun. An alien named Null wants to take over the universe, and Pablo needs to stop him by collecting special gems across different planets. The grappling hook is what makes this game special. You can attach to almost any surface and swing around, pull yourself up, or launch over gaps. As you progress, you'll unlock new moves like a ground pound and dash that make movement even more fun. The levels are designed with lots of places to swing from, making it feel amazing when you chain moves together without touching the ground. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury gives you two awesome Mario games in one package. In 3D World, Mario and friends, Luigi, Peach, and Toad, must save the Sprixie Kingdom from Bowser, who has captured the fairy-like Sprixies. Each character moves differently. Mario is balanced, Luigi jumps higher, Peach can float, and Toad runs faster. The Catsuit power-up lets you climb walls and scratch enemies, adding a new way to explore the colorful levels. You can play with up to 4 friends, creating fun chaos as you work together, or sometimes get in each other's way. Bowser's Fury is completely different, an open-world adventure where you help Bowser Jr. save his dad, who has turned into a giant goop-covered monster. You'll explore Lake Lapcat collecting cat shines while avoiding Fury Bowser, who appears regularly to rain down fire. Bzzzt is a lightning-fast platformer where you play as a little robot trying to escape a massive factory. What makes this game unique is its electricity mechanic. Your robot can zap between power nodes, letting you teleport across gaps, through walls, and past dangerous obstacles. The story follows your robot after it gains consciousness and tries to break free from the assembly line. The factory is huge, with different sections like furnaces, freezers, and toxic waste areas that each bring new challenges. The controls are super tight. You can run, jump, wall slide, and of course zap between electrical points. As you explore, you'll find upgrades that let you store more electricity or zap farther distances. The game has this cool neon look with glowing electric effects against dark backgrounds that really pop on the Switch screen. The music is full of pumping electronic beats that match the fast pace perfectly. Super Mario Bros. Wonder brings the classic 2D Mario gameplay back with an amazing new twist. Wonder flowers that completely transform levels in surprising ways. The story takes place in the Flower Kingdom, where Prince Florian has been kidnapped by Bowser, who's fused with a powerful Wonder Flower. The classic running and jumping feels great, but when you grab a Wonder Flower, crazy things happen. Pipes might grow legs and walk around. Mario could turn into a Goomba, the whole level might flip upside down, or you might suddenly control a herd of running Yoshi. The new elephant power-up lets Mario transform into an elephant that can smash blocks with its trunk or spray water. Another cool feature is the badge system, where you can equip special abilities like better wall jumps or starting with a power-up. Sonic Mania Plus is the ultimate 2D Sonic experience, combining classic zones from the original games with brand new levels that feel like they came straight from the 90s. The story follows Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles as they chase down Dr. Eggman and his hard-boiled heavies, robot henchmen, who are using a powerful gem called the Phantom Ruby. The gameplay is pure Sonic, blazing fast speeds, loop-de-loops, spring pads, and collecting rings. Each character has their own special moves. Sonic can do a drop dash, charging a spin dash in midair, Tails can fly and swim, and Knuckles can glide and climb walls. The Plus version adds 2 new playable characters, Mighty the Armadillo, who can bounce off walls and is immune to spikes when rolling, and Ray the Flying Squirrel, who can glide long distances. The game includes remixed versions of zones like Green Hill and Chemical Plant alongside new creations like Studiopolis and Press Garden. Retro Revengers is a love letter to classic arcade games that puts you in control of 4 different heroes trying to save their video game worlds from a virus that's corrupting everything. Each character represents a different gaming era: an 8-bit warrior, a 16-bit ninja, a 32-bit robot, and a modern-day fighter, and you can switch between them at any time. What makes this game special is how each character moves differently and can interact with the world in unique ways. The 8-bit hero moves in a more rigid pattern but can glitch through certain walls. The 16-bit ninja has fluid movement and wall jumps. The 32-bit robot can hover and shoot projectiles, and the modern character has realistic physics and a grappling hook. The levels are designed to use all these abilities, with puzzles that require you to switch characters at just the right moment. The game's look changes depending on which character you're using, with authentic visual styles from different gaming eras. Katana ZERO is a lightning-fast action platformer where you play as a samurai assassin with the ability to slow down time. The story follows your character, known as the Dragon, who struggles with memory loss while taking assassination jobs from a mysterious psychiatrist who provides you with a time-altering drug. What makes this game stand out is its one-hit kill design. Both you and enemies die in a single hit, creating intense, precise gameplay. Your character can slash with his katana, deflect bullets, slow down time, and use environmental traps against enemies. When you die, and you will a lot, the game rewinds and says, "No, that's not how it happened," suggesting you're planning each attempt rather than actually dying. The pixel art looks amazing with neon colors and fluid animations that make the violence stylish rather than graphic. The dialogue system is unique. You can interrupt characters while they're talking, and your choices affect how people treat you. Crash Bandicoot N Sane Trilogy brings 3 classic PlayStation games to the Switch with completely rebuilt graphics while keeping the original gameplay intact. The story follows Crash, a mutated Bandicoot created by the evil Doctor, Neo Cortex, who escapes and must save his girlfriend Tana and stop Cortex's plans. The games are mostly linear platformers with some levels where you run toward the screen away from something chasing you. Crash's moves are simple. He can jump, spin attack, and in later games, belly flop, slide, and double jump. What makes these games challenging is their precise platforming. You need to time jumps perfectly, avoid obstacles, and handle some tricky camera angles. The trilogy includes Crash Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, and Crash Bandicoot Warped, with each game adding more moves and types of levels. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is a breathtakingly beautiful platformer about a small spirit named Ori searching for their lost friend Ku in a dying forest. The story is emotional and told mostly through gorgeous cutscenes with minimal dialogue. The gameplay combines smooth platforming with light combat and puzzle solving. Ori moves with incredible fluidity. You can double jump, glide, dash in midair, bounce off enemies, and use a grappling ability called Bash that lets you launch off objects and projectiles. The game uses a shard system that lets you customize Ori's abilities. Some shards improve combat, others help with platforming or finding secrets. The world is huge and interconnected, with different areas like lush forests, sandy deserts, and dark caverns, each with their own challenges and enemies. As you explore, you'll help restore the forest and its inhabitants while uncovering the truth about why the land is dying. Rayman Legends Definitive Edition tops our list as the must-play platformer on Switch, offering an amazing mix of perfect controls, gorgeous art, and endless creativity. The story is simple. Rayman and his friends must save the teensies and defeat the nightmares that have invaded their world. What makes this game special is how it feels to play. Rayman floats slightly when jumping and has a satisfying punch attack, creating movement that's both precise and forgiving. Levels are packed with ideas that constantly surprise you. One minute you're swimming through a flooded dungeon, the next you're shrunk down to tiny size, or running through a castle that's burning down around you. The music levels are the highlight. You run, jump, and fight perfectly in time with remixed songs like Black Betty and Eye of the Tiger. The hand-drawn art style looks like a living cartoon with vibrant colors and smooth animations. Donkey Kong Country. Tropical Freeze is an amazing platformer where Donkey Kong and his family have to save their island from evil ice animals called snowmads who have taken over with a magical frost. You can play as Donkey Kong, who is strong and can ground pound, or team up with friends like Diddy Kong, who helps you hover with his jetpack, Dixie Kong, who can spin her hair to fly higher, or Cranky Kong, who bounces on his cane like a pogo stick. The game has you running, jumping, swinging on vines, and riding in minecarts and rocket barrels through beautiful level filled with secrets and collectibles. Each world has its own theme, like a jungle, savanna, or underwater caves, and ends with a big boss fight that tests all your skills. What makes this game special is how it offers a real challenge for experienced players, but also has a funky mode that makes things easier for beginners by letting you play as Funky Kong, who has extra hearts and can hover, roll infinitely, and breathe underwater longer. Shovel Knight. Treasure Trove is a huge collection of games that look and feel like they came straight from the old Nintendo days, but with modern improvements. The main story follows Shovel Knight, a hero with a trusty shovel he uses to dig up treasures, bounce on enemies, and break blocks as he tries to save his partner Shield Knight from the Tower of Fate. What makes this package so special is that it actually contains 4 complete games. Shovel Knight's original adventure plus 3 more where you play as different knights with totally unique abilities. Plague Knight throws potions and can do explosion jumps. Spectre Knight can dash slice through enemies and run on walls. And King Knight can bash with his shoulder and twirl through the air. Each game has its own story and special gameplay style, but they all share the same world and characters. The pixel art looks colorful and charming, with detailed animations that bring everything to life. Celeste is a beautiful platformer about a girl named Madeline climbing a mysterious mountain while dealing with her own inner struggles. The game's controls are simple but perfect. You can jump, climb walls for a limited time, and do a mid-air dash once before touching the ground again. These basic moves combine in clever ways as you face increasingly difficult challenges that require precise timing and quick thinking. What makes Celeste special is how the story and gameplay work together. As Madeline faces her fears and anxiety, shown as a dark version of herself, the mountain throws harder and harder obstacles at you. Each chapter introduces new mechanics like moving platforms, feathers that let you fly briefly, or blocks that disappear when you dash through them. The pixel art style is gorgeous with vibrant colors and expressive characters, and the synth music perfectly matches the emotion of each area. Kirby and the Forgotten Land brings our pink puffball hero into a full 3D world for the first time, as he explores a mysterious land with abandoned buildings and wild nature taking over what looks like a former human civilization. After being sucked through a strange vortex, Kirby discovers the Beast Pack has been kidnapping the Waddle Dees, and he sets out to rescue them. The game keeps Kirby's classic ability to inhale enemies and copy their powers like sword, fire, or ice, but adds an amazing new mouthful mode where Kirby stretches his body around large objects. He can become a car to zoom around, swallow a water pipe to shoot jets of water, or gulp down a light bulb to glow in dark areas. Each level has multiple goals beyond just reaching the end, like rescuing hidden Waddle Dees, completing specific challenges, or finding secrets. Between levels, you'll help rebuild Waddle Dee Town, unlocking mini games, shops, and power-up stations. Super Mario Odyssey takes everyone's favorite plumber on his biggest adventure yet, traveling to different kingdoms in his hat-shaped ship, the Odyssey, to stop Bowser from forcing Princess Peach into marriage. The game's big new mechanic is Cappy, a living hat that Mario can throw to capture enemies and objects. Toss Cappy at a Goomba to take control of it, possess a T-Rex to smash through rocks, or capture a frog to jump super high. Each kingdom feels completely different, from the food-themed Luncheon Kingdom to the urban New Donk City to the spooky Cap Kingdom, and they're all packed with power moons to collect. Unlike older Mario games with set paths, Odyssey gives you open sandbox areas to explore however you want, with moons hidden everywhere as rewards for solving puzzles, performing tricky jumps, helping characters, or just looking in unexpected places. There you have it, the top 25 platformers every Nintendo Switch owner should play in 2025. From challenging adventures with Donkey Kong to the joy of exploring with Mario, these games show exactly why platformers are such a beloved genre. Which one of these games is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch content. Until next time.